Good afternoon to those 3 men and a dog who follow my channel. There's the old Sporty that I owned for a short while back in 1988, 89. It was a shovel-head Sportster, 81 model, AMF, you know, 1000 cc's. It's one of the old Beamers. My first old K100 with a little old homemade chair on it and the 2 dogs and my missus. And there we are, that's my missus again with the Rocket 3. There's me on my old 81 Bonneville back in the day. Anyway, it's not really over here, but hang on, here's another one. That's my old 850 Norton. That was the 1975 Mark III Interstate Commander, the last of the Norton Commandos, not before the newfangled thing. And I had the electric start and the, well, it didn't work, but it had electric start, provision for it. Left foot gear change, adjustable ice elastics. It was a good bike. It was a, and it's still going. My nephew owns it now, and he rides it, owns it and rides it. Those were the days. It was a good mile leader for its day, that Norton. There's one of my old Triumphs, 69 Bonneville, that one. It was a good bike too. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video today is because we've decided to change the name of the channel for obvious reasons. It's now called Sidecar Sean because we've got too many sidecars. I mean, too many sidecars are barely enough. We've got the old girl here, which I introduced to you recently. The 88 Heritage Softail with the 70s DJP sidecar. Still a little bit of a work under construction, but I've been fiddling around with that. Just put some, you know, put the seats and everything in it and some carpet and whatnot. What have I done with this thing? Put a new coil on it, new condenser, points, condenser. First of all, I cleaned the fuel filter and stuff, and which is just a little job here, a little external one here. And then I pulled the float bowl off and, you know, cleaned the gauze filter in there, cleaned the gauze filter from the petrol tap there as well. And then I decided, oh well, in fact I drained the tanks completely and did it all again just to make sure there was no water or anything in the tank after the last time I filled it up was at Lismore, which had, you know, had been in serious flooding, very serious flooding. I should point out about the old girl here that I haven't actually ridden it since I've done those things because my wife's away and I wouldn't like to get, you know, 20 mile out of town and have the thing stop again, and then I'd have to find my way home and you know, leave the 2 dogs and 3 cats here by themselves for hours, especially this one, young Suzo, because she's a pup and she's Susie, get out of there. She's a Velcro dog at the moment, aren't you? Anyway, everyone knows the Rocket 3, of course, with its sidecar, and you know, that's the big girl. This is the old girl. That's the big girl, and then of course there's the BMW as well. Now, this is a 1984 K100 RT, which I have turned into a naked bike, not being a great fan of barn doors and stuff. It's a runner, you know. It's in good nick. It's only done 79,000 kilometres, so there's plenty of life in this old girl yet, and they're a pretty good bike, you know, they're solid, reliable, decent power, you know, 90 odd horsepower. And this is the sidecar that will go on it, which is a 1970s Chariot. Apparently the Chariot sidecar was made in Newcastle in that period, 70s, early 80s or something. This is the chassis that comes with it, which is huge. You know, you'll never lift the thing off the ground going around corners. And this is the guard that comes with it. And, you know, this is cute little clearance light. And it's got a, just got your sort of standard for that period torsion bar suspension setup. And, you know, there's not that much work in this one. It's a case of just sand that back and give it a decent paint job. We painted this Madison metallic, of course, to go with it, which is what that is, because that was originally supposed to go on this bike. So anyway, yeah, this is massive. It's the only thing that will just need this piece here cut and replaced. That's the only piece of any issue with this old chassis that I've found. And, you know, so there were three motorcycles with sidecars is probably enough for anyone. Though, you know, of course, the optimum amount of motorcycles you can have is the amount you have plus one.